Okay, so your action camera is not working as a webcam. Why would that be? Well, today I'm going to explain it. You may know I made loads of videos about action cameras. You'll notice there I've got one called Why I Stopped Using Action Cameras for Live Streaming. When I say loads, I'm talking a couple of hundred videos on action cameras, testing them in different ways. Over the period of time, here's one how I use action cameras to record YouTube videos, vlogging, all types. But the main thing you're here for is you can't use your action camera as a webcam. Why is that? Well, it's going to be basically a number of things that you need to test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to explain and go through some of the comments I've had. So you'll notice this is an action camera video. I've had loads of comments about people struggling to use it. That's another action camera that you use as a webcam. Another action camera. That's the wrong screen. It'll be comments. But yeah, so people have asked the question and I want to explain to you why it's going to be an issue for you. Firstly, you need to explain to me or let me know what your setup is about. Because everybody says, tried the action camera, tried everything, doesn't work. You couldn't have tried everything because action cameras that you've said don't work, I have been using as webcams for many years. So the first one I'm going to show you is a 4K one. I want this video to be something that you can look at and it helps you set your camera up, because it's going to be something silly. Most of the time it's something like the cable isn't the right type, or in OBS, if you're using OBS, it wasn't set up properly, or there's an activate or deactivate button. So I'm hoping this video is going to act as an overall video to give you as many tips as I can do based on all the comments and the answers I've given back to you about action cameras. So let me put them in order. All of these cameras I'm going to talk about, I'm going to use the option of using a cable, as in a micro USB cable plugged into your action camera and the USB plugged into your computer, laptop, or whatever you're using. So if you're watching a video about using an action camera with your computer, then I'm going to explain it being used as a computer, meaning software. So you have to kind of be careful how you explain it, because I know action cameras and everybody has a different workflow. So I want you to be able to use your camera. So if you've got an option in the camera, firstly, it's going to be your main thing. So let me break this down into a little nice list for you. Number one, is there an option in your camera for it to be used as a webcam? How do you find out? You plug in a cable to your action camera and then you plug that into your computer. When you plug an action camera to a computer, you need some type of software which can recognize what the webcam is, or what the thing is that you plug to the computer. So if you have OBS, StreamYards, Skype, Zoom, Discord, have I missed anything? Yeah, any program that lets you select a webcam, an action camera, or a view of a webcam is what you want to test. So open up the software, plug it in. When you plug it in, your camera will come on. When it comes on, and the back of the screen, what is it saying? Does it say transfer file mode, charge mode? If it gives you those two options, then the first thing you want to do is make sure you're not keeping your memory card in there. Take your memory card out. Take your memory card out and then plug the USB again. It should give you three options: charge only, transfer files, or PC webcam. If you don't have a PC webcam with your memory card in and your memory card out, then it's possible the camera doesn't support it. However, if you have one of the cameras I've tested on my channels, like any of the Ape Man cameras, any of the Goodman's cameras, any of the Vibe 1080p action cameras, then you'll notice I have been able to use them as webcams because I use a micro USB cable, which is a 5-pin micro USB cable. Sometimes they sell you a cheap one on eBay or online where it's only 2-pin and it only charges your device, so you can't use it for transferring device data like a webcam usage. So make sure you have a good solid cable. That's your first tip to check. The other tip I mentioned already is make sure your memory card's taken out of your camera, because we're not transferring files from the memory card. We want to use the camera as a webcam. Sometimes some cameras will allow you to use the webcam feature without a battery. This Goodman's allows it, so I can plug it in and use it without a battery as a webcam. Others will need you to put a camera battery into the device and have one present while using it as a webcam. So that's point number 3. There's going to be a few points here. I'm going to basically cover off the most common questions people have asked. There's some limitations on some cameras. The features are not present in some cameras, so don't be worried if you can't. If you can't, buy yourself a cheap webcam. or better still, look at my option for making your Canon DSLR into a webcam if you have a Canon DSLR. Also your setup. So when you're using your camera, are you plugging it directly into your device? If you're not plugging it directly into your device, let me know in the comments below. What you want to basically do is the make of the camera, the lead you're using, and if you're using your memory card in there or not. If it's not got the memory card and say memory card not inserted, then to what device you're plugging in. Is it a laptop? Is it a computer? Is it a tablet? Is it a mobile phone? Some people have been plugging them into TVs and stuff and testing and asking me questions about that. So if I can make sure I know what you're using it with, I can get you to the right answer. Mic. So a lot of people have said, if I use it as webcam, can I use the mic on the camera, and what's the mic quality like? Well, firstly, I made a video about all the action cameras that I've got, about 6 or 7 of them, and I've given you a sample of what the video looks like and the mic audio looks like. I'll link you to that in the cards, because then otherwise this video will get too long. So that's answering the mic situation. A lot of these cameras, when you're recording them as webcams, you won't be able to use the mic audio from the camera if you're using such as OBS. You'll have to get a separate microphone set up and use that as a source. I did another video about the mics. Video quality. What is video quality like? They say, a lot of people have said that my action camera being used as a webcam, the video quality is good, and compared to theirs, it's not good. So that would be because of lights. Lights make a massive difference. Make sure you've got some decent lighting and you can set it up in a way that makes your environment look good. So I mean, this light that I've set up here, I can use a webcam, I can use a cheap camcorder, which is the one up here. You might see it, it's automatically looping at the moment, so you'll see different camera views. So this camera here is a camcorder, and you can see it's not a great camcorder, but in this light it's respectable. So if your action camera is not working as a webcam for you, I'm hoping these little suggestions help you. I've tried to cover the main questions people have asked me, but I will link you to a playlist specifically for you. So what I did is I put all the common answers I give in this playlist about action cameras not working as a webcam. So if you click on this playlist, it'll give you 4 or 5 videos that answer your question. If you still don't get to the answer or you get what you want, let me know in the comments below and I'll make sure to help you out. We want you live streaming and we want you using your action camera to be able to do that. I'll see you on one of these videos and I'll see you. Yeah.